YouTube? I'm Z, and this channel shows you the world through my lens. I am super excited to check this out. This is Almost Healed from Lil Durk. We are going to break this up into two because time has just not been super on my side. Moving forward, I'm probably taking a break from doing full album reactions. I'm gonna do a video post later to talk about that. But for now, we're here. So what I did is I went ahead and looked up all the lyrics of the songs that I'm gonna do. So I've got them opened up in multiple tabs here. Hopefully that should allow me to transition faster. I also have the track list on my phone, so that way I know which song to search up next. We have already done one of the songs from this album, so I will not be doing that on this video, but what I'll do is I'll link it so that you guys can check it out. I'm super excited about this because I think, from my understanding, this is supposed to be, the whole concept of it is a different direction from his direction in the past or his music in the past. And trying to be better is my understanding, which I'm super excited about and I super support. So I'm very interested to see what that looks like, what that sounds like. Yeah, so let's get into it. I am doing it all on YouTube. The Spotify thing just hasn't been working out well for me. The lyrics have been wrong and whatever. So I have the Genius lyrics pulled up here, and then we're gonna pull up the videos on YouTube. Looks like the first two, the intro plus the first song, are kind of combined together in this music video. This is Therapy Session, which I believe is the intro, and then Pelle Coat. I don't know how you say that. Pelle Coat. I'll probably learn once we listen to the song. Let's see what we got. It's a little loud. Gunshots.
Good morning, Durk.
Oh.
I hope you're doing as well as possible under the circumstances. Can you tell me, where was your mind when you heard the news of your friend Vaughn passing away on November 6, 2020? And then the loss of your brother on June 6, 2021. Wow. That must have been incredibly devastating. I can only imagine how painful that must have been. It's been a year, and I want to know how you feel about the rap beef on top of all the chaos. Despite all this, you continue to be a warrior, a leader in the rap industry, and the voice in your community. And I want you to feel completely safe in this room. Nobody can hurt you. It's okay to express your vulnerabilities and emotions. This is a judgment-free zone, and I encourage you to let your emotions out and express yourself freely. Take a deep breath and focus on the present moment. Today is May 26th. Remember that you don't have to go through this alone. I'm here to listen. You have the voice in this room. I want to hear from Durk Banks.
So, just a little bit of commentary on that part. Man, that we've known that there's a lot that has happened, and it's hard because I'm sure there's people on both sides of the fence. You feel bad because he's gone through loss and on all these things, but there's also people on the other side of the fence, and I've seen these comments when I show sympathy towards any of these guys: Young Boy, Durk, Rondo, Vaughn. When I do show sympathy, I get both comments. So I see the other side of the story where it's why do we feel bad for someone who has maybe killed people or been involved in these things where the outcome is that someone's lost their lives. But it's hard. I understand both sides of the argument. I think it's still just, you have a person here who's a tortured soul and has gone through a lot of loss, Anyways, I'm very curious to see what this first song is going to be, which I believe is about to start. We're 2 minutes in, so I think it's going to start momentarily. What I was thinking when I was listening to this is that he's dropped this, which is Almost Healed, and he's talking about the Vaughn situation, which was a couple years ago. And Quando Rondo dropped Recovery, and he was talking about like how he's been through a lot of shit and been through so much stuff, and he's just that whole album was like about him recovering from everything that's happened these last couple years. So two guys on opposite sides of the fence here, where they are both dropping albums that are kind of along the same lines. Very interesting. All right, teach me how to say this. Pelle Coat. My final guess. Pelle Coat. Pelle Coat.
They scared to come outside.
Pelle.
I know why, because they damn sure. 2010 wintertime, Pelle on, I got a master code.
Pelle. Damn. I said Pelle.
Damn sure. 2010 wintertime, Pelle on, I got a master code. Shadow room with my cousin, I snuck and told him I had a gun. I do believe in my spirits, can't hop on the spirit that fly too long. YouTube niggas trying to paint a picture of me.
Nice wordplay there. I do believe in my spirits, can't hop in a spirit that fly too long, like Spirit Airlines. But then Spirit.
I do believe in my spirits, can't hop on the spirit that fly too long. YouTube niggas trying to paint a picture of me and never last too long. Not too much on violence, I'm silent, I'm glad you gone. If you got a name and you stand on business, you can't be the first to fold. Bro got a body, but Brody got 4 bodies, he the first to told. On my back is a burden, bro in the car and I did it on purpose. They in Suburbans, bro in the track and he hop on the curb then. Brody moved back cause Brody started lacking just off his girlfriend. I was stacking, had to sleep on the mattress, ain't perfect. Take him out the slide, he can't even focus thinking what his girl did. I can't even lie, and I love the guys and we made the world spin. On the jail call, but we still risk it cause he got emerging. Never post the guns that's really involved cause they lurking. Where I'm from, you don't get old. I know some killers that told. I know secrets that nobody.
Very casual line, but so deep. Very simple too. Like it's not convoluted and like, hidden in like secret coding. Like it's literally just, where I'm from, you don't get old. Oh man, goosebump moment.
They'll risk it cause he got emerging. Never post the guns that's really involved cause they lurking. Where I'm from, you don't get old. I know some killers that told. I know secrets that nobody knows. Pray for me, I'm on the road. Give it all up for my bro. When you keepin' your mouth closed, ain't nobody getting exposed. They scared to come outside. I know they years, but be scared to pop out for days. Back in the day when it was $7.50 minimum wage. I was bad, mama sent me to Michigan to get out the way. Ain't
$7.50 minimum wage. I mean, it's not much better in the States now, right? Isn't it like 8 something? Is it 9? I don't know. It's pretty low. Pretty low.
Minimum wage. I was bad, mama sent me to Michigan to get out the way. I ain't know what to say, I knew he was there when they put out the tape. That shit was a shame, he died right in front of me. Auntie said I'm a snake. I ain't mention little bit of name, see Eric said I'm strange. Auntie Googie lost her daughter, call my phone back, I ain't know what to say. Asked the kids for visits, they mamas never did it like I'm the one who be playing. See Brody, that was my man's, but he let him get in his head what I'm saying. Like how I'ma sacrifice Vaughn, I'm the only reach for his hand. Like why I lie, like I ain't give him money for the funeral, I'm like damn. I ain't see his kids yet, same time, they probably bleed with their hand. I ain't make a statement for the whole case, like how I'ma tell on my man. They ain't never have enough evidence, tell them free zoo out they can.
So that was an interesting part right there. Some insight on like maybe behind the scenes of like the Vaughn situation. I'm not totally up to date on all the details, but definitely some shedding of light here in these like 4 lines. It says, that was my man's, but he let him get in his head what I'm saying. how I'm gonna sacrifice Vaughn. I'm the only person reach for his hand. Like, why lie? I didn't give up money for the funeral. And I didn't see his kids yet. They probably believe what they're hearing. So interesting stuff here. I'm not sure. I did see a comment where somebody was talking about Vaughn's funeral, or there was something about his funeral, like maybe they were having a hard time finding a funeral home that was willing to accept him, because I guess maybe they were afraid of like the repercussions or something, like or violence or whatever. Again, I don't know if these things are true. I haven't fact checked any of it. I don't know exactly what he's referencing here. But those lines are interesting to me.
Like how I'ma tell on my man. They ain't never have enough evidence. Tell them free zoo out they can. I call Fat to talk to the kid. I don't think son know that he dead. Life insurance money, whole lot of M. So when I'm dead, that never miss meal. I don't know why they hate me so much. Got it back from revenge, so what? Why they lay on my name so much? Why I be with the gang so much? Why they do it for the fame so much? Keep telling him slagging on nothing. Keep telling him slagging. They scared to come outside. They be lying on blogs to get them some views. Fell out with everyone cause the son called asking nigga for shoes. I was outside.
I didn't actually know that he was Muslim, but it's interesting to me to see like the super expensive watches on their wrists right there while they're praying.
Get them some views. Fell out with everyone cause the son called asking nigga for shoes. I was outside moving and forgot. I ain't trying to make an excuse. Tried to tell Vernie that I forgot about him cause he's still in the zoo. Could've been came around, I was in therapy, one trying to front my move. Like I don't wanna cause you broke mama, I'm just thinking it through. One time I told what could do cause I think it's cool. A lot of people in the trenches say they hate me, I hate you too. I send money to jail, I send money for funerals, even though they going to hell. For all them niggas they kill. You know I'm part of my brother now, forever, ever, I'm going to hell. You know I'm part of my brother now, I'm never, ever gonna tell. Like why I'ma have a baby on my bitch, I'm different, I'm not crazy. Man, Brody died cause he beat up a goofy man, this shit nothing about Asian. Why you praising niggas who told on Brody, no man, you niggas too crazy. When thing died, a nigga died, another nigga died, weak thing. You the same nigga told me your block ain't shit, them boys fugazi. When you think about it, you the same nigga, shoot shit, you niggas is crazy. When I'm in the rack, if I ain't going to Tay-Town, I'ma slide on Damon. What you doing in the trenches, Brody, when they want you dead and they know that you famous? Morning time,
So okay, I know I'm cutting off this end part here. I feel a little, I don't know what the right word would be. I feel a little torn because I told you what I thought the album direction was going to be. And a lot of it is like the title, the build up leading up to it, plus the single that I heard with him and J. Cole. So when I listened to that single, to that J. Cole track, well, it's his track, but with J. Cole, I thought like we're for sure like moving in like full direction of positivity and da-da-da. And this song is interesting to me because part of me wants to take it as like he's talking about what's happened maybe and like giving context to the situation, like maybe that's what it is, but I struggle with it because man, like you just see some of these parts and I find that this is very common in this genre of music though. So maybe it's still early, maybe we keep listening and it becomes more clear as we go. But what I find is common in this genre of music is that, like, this is the thing I was talking about, YB's Stop the Violence movement. And there was many songs during that time that he dropped where he would still have lines and parts in his songs where you're like, like that didn't really fit with the message. That didn't really match what you're saying you're going to talk about. And I feel like it's just a commonality. Like it's just shows up in a lot of this genre. And if maybe it's just they just don't know any different. Maybe. I don't know. Let's keep going.
Doing in the trenches, Brody, when they want you dead and they know that you famous. Morning time, I get on my knees, I pray to Allah. Forgive me for the shit that I did. And let me get closer to my kin. Can you
Interesting start. Interesting start. I think that I like the intro, like the use of that, Alicia Keys voicing the like therapist role. I like that start. I thought that was a very clever start, considering like what this album is gonna supposedly be about. That being said, to go from that into this song, I'm not sure how I feel about it. Like I said, I'm a little torn. If it's to provide context and information and like storytell and catch people up on what's happened, because maybe someone's listening to Lil Durk for the first time, maybe someone who's newer to listening to him, like me, and maybe he's just like saying, hey, like those of you who don't know what's happened, this is what's happened. And if that's the case, great, right? Considering the next song is All My Life with J. Cole, which I've already done, we're going to put a link in this section here, or card, and then a link I can put also in the description in case you missed a card or whatever, in case the card doesn't work. I'll try to have it in both places. My chair is making a lot of noises today. I love that song. Super, super, super strong song. So the fact that that's like near the beginning of the album, I think it's a very strong start. Yeah, let's go to the next one, which is going to be Never Again. Never Again, Lil Durk. There we go. I gotta figure out why my chair's making so much noise. Maybe I'm just too fat. All right. I got the lyrics pulled up here. Let's do this. Oh, man. So the only, like... I feel like they do this on purpose. The fact that it's like it's an audio, so it's not a music video, but like there's like this moving graphic thing. So they like someone has the rights, probably Lil Durk has the rights to this like moving graphic, and it triggers the copyright. So I'm a little bit annoyed by that, but it's okay. We're trying to support the artist. Let's keep it going. Never Again. This is right after All My Life, so.
I was too lazy, I had to get up. He died from cancer, he ain't get a checkup. I went Travis Barker, tied at the neck up. I feel better getting deeper religion. Court for child support visits, I'm better. Say you love me with a hidden agenda. Low self-esteem, I took down the mirror. Stole from me, old management devils. Trenches broke.
Okay, so I don't know who he's talking about at the beginning. He died from cancer. He didn't get a checkup. I went Travis Barker, tatted the neck up. So I think he's saying like he got a tattoo for whoever this was, like as a tribute. This next part's very interesting to me. So court for child support visits, I'm better. Say you love me with a hidden agenda. The reason that part's interesting to me is like he mentioned child support. He had a child support line in All My Life as well, if I remember correctly. So now that's two songs back to back where we have that being mentioned. So this must be something that has happened or is currently happening or whatever that obviously has affected him, because those things can get pretty ugly in terms of like that back and forth that happens. And then this next part really stood out to me. Low self-esteem, I took down the mirror. Some people don't know what that feels like. Like, I am better now, but I went through a phase not long ago where I would try to avoid mirrors at any cost. Did not want to see myself because I didn't recognize myself. I gained so much weight in COVID, and I'm typically a very athletic, fit guy. So it's taken me a while to like accept my situation and not feel so horrible about it. But that line stood out.
Hidden agenda. Low self-esteem, I took down the mirror. Stole from me, old management devils. Trenches broke, I gotta hold them together. Tryna claim the little boy, I'm better. If I'm a change, I'm change forever. I ain't tryna stay in this lane forever. He was that nigga, now I serve him cheddar. I died, niggas won't tee up for me. You wasn't there for who helped you. You think you gon' be there for me? Feel like a dream.
That was fire. A couple things there that was really nice. If I'm going to change, I'm going to change forever. I'm not trying to stay in this lane forever. That was super dope. I like that, and I hope it's true. I support you 1,000% to make that change. I hope it's true. But this last part, you wasn't there for the people who helped you. You think you're going to be there for me?
pouring up the lean. Turn me to a man. They plans just to leave. Think I'ma help him, won't help him again. 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 Copy what I said, you sound like a parent. How you send your kids looking generic? You better be lucky I'm cool with a mirror. New kid season, I know that you shit. Sending shots when I come to the city. I'ma shoot with the money, but they're gon' protect me. I'm the way out, they just cannot accept it. You my son, I had more than your daddy. The gas worth more than 757. New paddock say 757. I can't wait till it's 758. Ramadan coming, I just be hoping you full and you fed. So
hey, that was dope. That was dope. That was a nice play right there. The gas worth more than 757. So we know what he's talking about there. New Patek says 757, like the time on his Patek watch. 757. I can't wait till it's 758. So at this moment, it probably feels kind of like it's just random. But the next line ties it all in together. Ramadan coming, I just be hoping you full and you fed. And that's where like the time reference makes sense, because if you are of a Muslim background, you would know. If you're not, then when you're fasting, you can't eat or drink while the sun is up. So when the sun goes down, when it's officially sunset time, you can start eating or drinking. And so like, you know, there's official sunset times. It might be 7:58 or 7:20 or whatever it might be, but you're waiting for that clock to tick over to that time before you can eat. So that was a really dope play on those numbers right there. I like that.
Wait till it's 7:58. Ramadan coming, I just be hoping you full and you fed. Salam alaikum. Walaikum salam to the people we fed. It's the people in the trenches I really got love for. Wanna see me dead. Answer the phone to show him I ain't scared. Daddy got likes, so he told me he coming home Tuesday. I told him I'm going to bed. When she get mad, she be playing on my head. Do not deliver, act like you ain't ready. Too far without me, can't put on her paddock. The label gave me another 30 mil. I hate it, you don't think I got it. Think I'ma help him, won't help him again. 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 Think I'ma help him, won't help him again.
So interesting first few songs on the album, because Pelle Coat, no chorus. He kind of did like this one line thing between verses that just kind of told you we're going to the next verse, but there was no chorus. All My Life, good chorus, and very effective chorus, because having the children's choir sing it, especially with what the lyrics were and what the theme of the song was, hit very, very hard. Again, if you haven't, the card was already up, but you can click down below and go watch that video if you hadn't seen my reaction to it. This song, the chorus is very, very simple. It's the same line repeated over and over and over again in a very catchy rhythm and like delivery, but it's just that one line. So only because All My Life had a very strong chorus, I'm okay with it. If All My Life didn't have a strong chorus, I'd be like, okay, that's 3 songs now that didn't really have like a super strong chorus. And like, unfortunately, a lot of people in terms of replay factor and like, you know, just the ability to listen to an album through is going to be like, is it pleasant to listen to? And oftentimes the chorus is a big part in making a song or music pleasant to listen to. So, but because All My Life is there, I'm okay with it. I like it. Let's go to Put 'Em on Ice. So I kind of have a feeling that this song might be going towards the violent side, but I could be wrong. Let's see. Oh, let's I didn't full screen it, my bad. Okay, I like this piano line right now.
Chanel or Chanel, whatever you call it. Whenever you poppin', no matter who brought it. Prada wristband with a chip, my new wallet. Fresh out the creek, I'm discreet, I'm too solid. Charge up the G-Wagon, new electronic. Deep in religion, might get back the money. Go ask promoters, I picked up 600. 400 more, 1 million, Gilly, he saw it. 6 carat stone, GIA, I went flawless. I had to flush with the top off the toilet. Fendi Bugatti bag, 3200. Dealing with jet lag, pass me a water. Sheets in the county, go run up a quarter. Brody did that, just the bonus is loyal. She sent me the hard eyes, I try to ignore. Left on red, let her know she a choice. Put him on icy play.
So I think he's talking about like, well, so far it sounds kind of more like he's talking about ice, like jewelry. The flow is nice on this one. We're kind of like he found a flow and he just stuck with it all the way through. So I'm gonna pull it back a little bit to listen to it again.
I went flawless. I had to flush with the top off the toilet. Fendi Bugatti bag, 3200. Dealing with jet lag, pass me a water. Sheets in the county, go run up a quarter. Brody did that, just the bonus is loyal. She sent me the hard eyes, I try to ignore. Left on red, let her know she a choice. Put him on icy play. Put her on ice, she play. Put on my ice, I'm safe. My little brother, he carry a Drake. And I told him ain't nobody safe. 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 They say I look nervous, they look at my face. You could do that, but can't play in my face. I told the water boys copy the place. Lil' bro had fucked up his heart off the vape. The bloggers be talking, they start up a case. Ain't from my hood and you cannot relate. Pass out that money, you already ate. Bottega slides, I love pretty feet.
Okay. I can't help but do this. And I hate that I can't help but do this. So I'm sorry. Guys, don't vape. Like, don't smoke either. And, the thing is, like, I've had asthma all my life. So I don't touch. I've smoked. I've tried, I've done it for a period and then stopped. And, so I'm okay admitting that. But my breathing just, it's not cool with that stuff. But honestly, guys, whatever excuse you can try to make up in your head, like it's better than this, better than that. You know what's better than all of those things is not having smoke in your lungs, period. And this vape stuff, like, honestly, it's still so new. We're not going to find out what effects it has on people's lungs, heart, whatever, until years from now. And maybe some of this information is coming to light now, like as people maybe are developing conditions and stuff. Don't do it, man. Don't do it.
From my hood and you cannot relate. Pass out that money, you already ate. Bottega slides, I love pretty feet. I was about to go barbers, the order backed up. Switch to Ferrari, it smell like the horse. Drink like Starbucks, but it got me back up. When I'm too high, bitch, I don't like the fuck. Boy like the fentanyl, he move like a club. Brand new McLaren, shit straight off the truck. Bitch think I'm cocky, I don't say what's up. Me and bro loyalty made out the mud.
Yo, okay, I don't know if that was on purpose or not, but because there was like this. No, maybe it wasn't on purpose. I tried to make a connection there because I saw Cluck and Cocky, and I wasn't sure if there was like a play there where he was playing with like the chicken stuff, but I don't think so.
Get me back up. When I'm too high, bitch, I don't like the fuck. Boy like the fentanyl, he move like a club. Brand new McLaren, shit straight off the truck. Bitch think I'm cocky, I don't say what's up. Me and bro loyalty made out the mud. Put him on ice, he play. Put her on ice, she play. Put on my ice, I'm safe. My little brother, he carry a Drake. And I told him ain't nobody safe. And I told him ain't nobody safe. And I told him ain't nobody safe. And I told him ain't nobody safe.
Okay. Cool. Let's go ahead and pull up the next song, which is Big Dog. Lil Durk. And somebody named Chief Wook. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I hope I don't offend anybody. I don't know who Chief Wook is. So, sorry about that. But let me make sure I have the right Genius lyrics up. Yep, we got them right here. Big Dog. So curious what this one's about. Yeah, without further ado, let's check it out. Oh, interesting sound here.
She want that big bag, she don't want that little girl shit. I just get mad when you on that little girl shit. Drink a 6 down, tell bro to stop to get a kick. Work them M's, now me and my little brother got a stick. Drunk a sand down, woke up and forgot what I had said. My shit jet brown, new Dior sneakers kinda slick. Think he slick cause he tried to take his butt off. One nigga can't stop the killing, his only money talk. Gotta watch the sneaky hoes, snatching rubbers off. I told you to your face, your snakes will cut the brother talk. Try to skirt off, you get clapped, don't let that 30 off. Ever shot at in a Maybach, knock your curtains off. I feel like niggas gonna tell you, start the prayer talk. I aggravated you, UW, scratch the numbers off. Oh, hell no. Chicago starting, want them Bills bombs. Could've got out early, but they caught him with a cell phone. You can't tell me none, I'm with the murders, I'ma stand on it. You can't tell me none, them niggas different, you can't compare to me. Pull up with a stick, pull up with a big gun. Pull up with a stick, pull up with a stick, hit up with a switch, he don't even know where he hit from. Worry about my bitch, you don't even know what your bitch done. I'm so rich, I bring the barber in the club. I'm so rich, I'm with the robbers in the club. You end up snitching, then you not a part of us. Bitch, this a paddock, this is not a Cartier. Where you get that
So I could see the lyrics, right? Like, I can see the lyrics over here. So I knew he was going to say Cartier. But I was like, man, he just said part of us. How is he going to do this? And he says Cartier. So this beat is very interesting to me. It's, man, it's busy and it's loud, which sometimes can take over a song. And I'm kind of feeling like that, but the trouble I'm having right now, I like this song so far, but not in the context of I was expecting the album to be about a certain thing. So I was expecting the album to be about healing and moving towards positivity and da-da-da. So I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this. I don't know how I feel about lines, and like I said, I this is not me picking on Lil Durk. I say the same thing about YB. I love the songs where he's talking about some change, or he's talking about emotional stuff, or pain, or whatever. And I don't like the songs where it's just about violence as much. I just don't. I can appreciate them, but they're just not as much for me. So just this line here, you can't tell me nothing. I'm with the murders. I'm a stand on it. You can't tell me nothing. Them boys different. You can't compare them to me. You know, pull up with a stick, pull up with a big gun, pull up with a stick, pull up with a stick. So yeah. Anyways, that's just how I feel about that. Let's keep the song going. Let's keep giving it a chance here.
Not a part of us. Bitch, this a paddock, this is not a Cartier. Where you get that shit from? 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 Where you get that shit from?
This nigga called my phone for 50 grams. Nigga, that's patty cake. I don't even fuck around with no scales. Nigga, that's patty weight. All my bitches be in the kitchen cooking, got they ass baking cakes. Could've went to school for culinary arts. I would've went every day. Thought I had my CDL license. Fuck up that interstate. Hit the road. Get into that cash. Bitch, I'm a heavyweight.
I'm a big dog. I'm a big dog. I'm a big dog. I'm a big dog. I'm a big dog.
I'm a problem with that trapping shit. Don't call my phone, you ain't never fucking wrapped the brick. 1,008 grams, I cop, I need my whole lick. Got reputation in the trenches, I don't never miss.
Where you
I'm sorry, guys. This song might be a miss for me now that I've heard more of it. Couple reasons. That verse for me just wasn't. Man, I'm sure there's gonna be people who disagree with me, which is completely fine. We're all entitled to our own opinions. That verse for me was not it. I could see parts of Lil Durk's verse that I liked. That verse, not so much. And the chorus, man. The chorus, I'm very disappointed. I'm very disappointed that now we have 1, 2, 3, 4 songs with a very, very repetitive chorus. In the sense that, like, 2 of the choruses, this one and Was It Never Again, literally are actually just one line repeated over and over and over again. To me, that's a little lazy. I don't like it.
You get that shit from? Where
sorry.
you get that shit from? Where 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 you get that shit from?
And see, this is what frustrates me. Like I've done I did the "Don't Try This at Home" album reaction. It had 33 freaking songs on it. In my opinion, that album, that YoungBoy album, "Don't Try This at Home," should have been like 15 songs max, and that's like being generous. Because then you had so many songs that were repetitive, that just weren't up to quality. You're not gonna listen to them over the other songs. Like, what's the point of having them on the album then? Why do you want a 30 song album when not all 30 songs are like super, super good? It just, oh man, that's frustrating. It's frustrating. Because like I like these artists. They have songs that I really enjoy and want to listen to when I'm on my own, not just on the channel. But not this one. And definitely like more than a handful on the "Don't Try This at Home" album that I would not listen to on my own, for sure. Anyways, sorry to compare it. It's one of the most recent albums I've done where I felt this way. So that's why I keep going back to it. But all right, let's keep it going. We got a song with Future. So Future is known for strong choruses, so maybe we get a strong chorus here. I'm curious to see if that's what's going to happen. Let's check it out.
Too many bracelets that sprain a nigga wrist. Coming from the gutter, never imagined living like this. 5,000 shots when I'm at the power out the click, yeah. She gotta be bossed up in order to be my bitch, yeah. It ain't a coincidence, these shooters.
Okay, so I already like what the chorus is saying here. It's because it's funny, flexing. Too many bracelets will sprain a person's wrist. Coming from the gutter, never imagined living like this. Yes, these are the lines. These are the lines that I'm talking about. Rags to riches lines. I've said this on my channel probably 100 times. I love those lines because that's the dream, right? That's all of us. It's like, I want to be there. Even if I came from nothing. Love that. Dope.
She gotta be bossed up in order to be my bitch, yeah. It ain't a coincidence, these shooters ready to go on stains. Hit it took 2 trash from a spit, now got him out his brain. Throw him in the water, get them sharks on him like a big old snake. Came off the corner with some gangsters, took this shit to space. Shooting had his mask off, he didn't even think about it. Gotta keep it 1,000, tryna clear the bank out. Been in them trenches, holding switches like an antique. Spent a half a ticket on it and it was antique. I put a demon on that heat, he gon' go crazy. Won't even cost a vehicle to get you this mutilated. They caught him in the car, they switched him up and hit his lady.
Yo, listen. Again, I enjoy and appreciate the violent lines from a distance now. Just as a older person with a family, with a baby, I just can't be like super into that stuff anymore. But I appreciate it from a distance. And I'm going to appreciate this part right here because he just said, won't even cost a vehicle to get you this mutilated. Yo. They caught him in the cut, switched him up, and hit his lady. Okay, sir.
Was antique. I put a demon on that heat, he gon' go crazy. Won't even cost a vehicle to get you this mutilated. They caught him in the car, they switched him up and hit his lady. We gon' kill the shooter when he come back if he hit the baby. Couldn't make the store, he went to coat, that shit getting slammed out. 1 mil a show is on the floor, these niggas dying out. I'm taking G6 that feel like I'm on Saturn. I could've leased it, but I cashed out like a scammer. From the bottom to the top, man.
That was hard. That was a hard flex. I'm taking G6 to feel like I'm on Saturn. I could have leased it, but I cashed out like a scammer. That's an okay reference, but just the flex there. I'm taking a G6, so that's a private plane. He's like, I could lease it, but I just cashed out, like bought it cash. Oh man, that's hard. That's hard.
Made it do what it's supposed to do. I came up dirty, now my chick like my money blue. So I used to sell it to these junkies.
Sorry, I'm gonna pull that back.
Leased it, but I cashed out like a scammer. From the bottom to the top, made it do what it's supposed to do. I came up dirty, now my chick write my money blue. So I used to sell it to these junkies, now sometime I use. Cost a little money, young, get you done, young, knocked out your shoes. I was just a little nigga serving Grammys. Yeah. I'ma catch the flu from solitary. I swear, it ain't no sleeping when you legendary. My main bitch come secondary. Free bands, too many bracelets, a sprain a nigga wrist.
I hate, man. I literally reacted to the weekend performance a little while ago from Coachella where they did Low Life, and Future has a line there. He's like, if you catch me cheating, I'll never say sorry. And I hate it because you react to those lines, but like you don't want to support those lines. Those are bad lines, but you still react to them. So it's the same thing here. Like he's like, my main chick comes secondary. It's like you're gonna react to this line. You don't want to support it. Like if she's your main chick, she should be your main chick. But
come secondary. Alright. Too many bracelets, a sprain a nigga wrist. Coming from the gutter, never imagined living like this. 5,000 shots when I'm at the power out with the click, yeah. She gotta be bossed up in order to be my bitch, yeah.
Them hoes gotta get my mama involved for me to reason. I put my brother before the nation, they say I'm treason. I fuck with her energy spiritually, she be keeping her bees on. I done gave him a gun, why he on the run, brody a street one. They stay out the streets, ain't nothing right here for you play D1. Why you go on the ground bashing my name, knowing that the streets won.
So let me pull this back. I like a little... I accidentally clicked my phone where I had the track list up. I like what he did here in this line where he's like, I mess with her energy spiritually. She be keeping her beads on. I done gave him a gun while he on the run. Brody a street one. So the end rhyme of these sentences was beads on, street one. But in the begin, like the middle part of these two lines, he kind of did this separate like internal rhyme scheme, like this A scheme, let's call it, and then the end rhyme was like a B scheme. So you have energy spiritually, so this E rhyme, and then beads on. Then he went with the gun run rhyme, street one. So it's nice seeing a little bit of that technical internal rhyme on these lines right here.
My brother before the nation, they say I'm treason. I fuck with her energy spiritually, she be keeping her bees on. I done gave him a gun, why he on the run, brody a street one. They stay out the streets, ain't nothing right here for you play D1. Why you go on the ground bashing my name, knowing that the streets won. Told a young nigga when he catch another body, told him to keep going. Got shot in his neck, they pronounced him dead, brody breathe strong. You could be my backbone in rat form, I still reject you. Get back, you a real neighborhood hero, they'll still neglect you. I gave the streets more than my own kids, that's disrespectful. You can't dig this deep in the trenches, you gon' need a shovel. I don't want no more Adderall capsules. Medical, they connected with Apple. Federal, he gave me some pills and a napkin. Everything happened is tragic. You that mad, get him in traffic. Get an address to say you a rabbit. Took a plea deal, gave him 11. He kept it peace, so it's only the family.
Too many bracelets, a sprain a nigga wrist. Coming from the gutter, never imagined living like this. 5,000 shots when I'm at the power out with the click, yeah. She gotta be bossed up in order to be my bitch, yeah.
Too many bracelets, then sprain a nigga wrist. Coming from the gutter, you can't imagine living like this. 5,000 shots when I'm at the powerhouse of my clique. She gotta get dogged out in order to be my bitch.
Nice. So listen, as like when we're speaking sonically, this was way better than the last song for me. Way better. Like the sound was just much more appealing, much more catchy. I like that Future did the chorus. I think it fit really well. I think there was lines in there that I enjoyed. I had a good time. I was laughing. I was having fun with it. That being said, I still think my criticism is that I'm not going to be... I think maybe I just went into it wrong. Maybe I got to take that thought out of my head that this was going to be like a full like movement of positivity and like, you know, moving to like better stuff and whatever. I think that's the approach that I came in my head to listen to this album, and maybe that's what's messing me up. So I'm going to try moving forward on the next few songs not to think about that, and see if maybe I can enjoy it a little bit more, because I think maybe that's the problem right now. As far as the song goes, that one was really good. That was up there for me. I think my two favorites right now on this album are All My Life and Never Imagined. I think easily those two songs. So, okay, next up, we actually have this one right here. Looks like there is a music video. So, let me make sure I pull up the lyrics. Got the Genius lyrics right here. Sad songs. Looks like Buka 600 is on the intro and on the pre-chorus. So this is with Buka. We have done a song with him on the channel before, so I know there were some other requests from him. I will get to them at some point. I apologize. Let's do this music video.
So this is what he meant when he said his girl got a bag too. India, what's up? Come on, I know you got some friends. Put your brother in the game. Damn. Yeah, anyways, why you playing with my boy like that, man? Go and give my mans another chance, man. This been going on for far too long now. You done seen he done dyed them dreads back black. Yeah, he done went back dark. You know what that mean? He's in a dark place without you. Go back home. I won't bother you no more. Think about it. And don't forget about the friends. Damn, this house nice. For real, stop playing. How much more time you need to think?
Yo, that got me for sure. I didn't notice it right away.
And don't forget about the friends. Damn, this house.
This is sponsored by Ring. Now I see it 100%, but...
India, for real, stop playing. How much more time you need to think? This shit been going on too far now. Real talk. Y'all got...
I don't know any details about the situation. I just know there has been a situation with India and like all sorts of stuff that was going on. So I have no comment because I don't know anything. So I'm just going to keep it going.
Y'all get dressed like an A for Kush, waiting for you to come out just for me to talk to you. I only put this on when I'm looking for my girl, and I ain't doing that no more because my girl ain't like you. Because the difference is India's a rider. My bitch a liar. You out here all having fun, happy and shit. He at the studio making sad songs. Come back home.
Cherry Production.
All right.
Crazy, I'm texting her right now. Nah, for real, I'm texting her right now. This song ain't even supposed to be like that. Pretty little thing, you just a pretty little lie you got on. Pretty little thing, Van Cleef bracelet cost $4,000. Appreciate the little thing if you came from public house. 18 million for one tour, I'm so humble, ain't even announced. I like high-end restaurants.
18 million for one tour? All right, sir.
Public house, 18 million for one tour. I'm so humble, ain't even announced. I like high-end restaurants. When I read the menu, I can't pronounce. I went toxic for 2 months. I showed the streets I don't need cancer. Ever since we had Cossack, she don't ever wanna wear panties. She like shopping on Farfetch, got me watching out for her package. I was hard for so long, after I popped Viagra. I ain't seen you home in the Uber, baby. I actually gave you my travel. Had a model kissing on the street, bitch, but I'ma keep it between my family. I'm coming, she keep on sucking. I told her stop, she grabbed my diamonds. I know how I feel to be lied on. This ain't gangsta shit on my headphones, this a sad song. I can't vent to you on a text message, it's red wrong. He talking to one of the most famous girls off my man's phone.
I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. I can't say sorry enough. I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry. I said I'm sorry.
So I'm going to say, oh man, I stopped it a little too early. I should have let myself hear the chorus. I'm going to say that my guess is that he probably received some mockery or whatever, like teasing for this, because it's so opposite of what we've come to like think of when we think of Durk, if that makes sense. Does that make sense? I don't know. You guys know Durk better than me, so maybe it's just the side that I know. I don't know.
I said I'm sorry, told you the stories, and you ain't explained it.
said I'm sorry, I hate you, think that I'm tired. I don't know what you do to me. Better think about your life insurance before you tell your friends that you through with me. Told her shit that can ruin me. Cut her off, she stopped texting me back, that shit was blowing me. I could really have it my way if I wanted to, I'm a walking orgy. Yellow Chanel Pico, fresh off the runway, she Georgie. Letting her feet soak, she be running my mind all this morning. Authorized use on my bank account, she stuck regardless. Used to say Amari for Mary Jane, cause we ain't had nothing. Used to say Amari for Mary Jane, that shit retarded. PTSD, I got cheated on, baby, I'm heartless. It is what it is, think what you want, whatever you call it. I done seen real tears, had a miscarriage, blood in the toilet. I said I'm sorry, I hate you, think that I'm tired.
Jerry Production.
So, I like the beat a lot. I wish the chorus had a slightly different effect on the voice. Again, feel free to agree with me, disagree with me. I think that's the whole point of these channels, right? So that we can express our opinion. The first verse, I liked quite a bit. Obviously, there was a part of it which got a little bit explicit, which, is fine. Like, that's a part of real life. But in terms of the sound of it, the flow of it, the things that were being talked about, I liked the first verse. I thought it was really good. Again, the chorus, I just wish... I don't mind the melody. I don't mind the lyrics. I think that the voice that was chosen, to like whatever effect, the auto-tune, like the high pitch, I wish it was slightly different. The second verse, I found a little bit weird the way it ended. But now I'm reading back the lyrics. It says here, PTSD, I got cheated on. Baby, I'm heartless. It is what it is. Think what you want, whatever you call it. I done seen real tears, had a miscarriage, blood in the toilet. Like, it ended on a very, very serious, sad, dark note. And I think that's what kind of made it feel different to me, because you listen to the rest of it and it didn't, like, you could see he was talking about, like, it, first verse was like a little more positive because he was just telling you like the background, and now he's saying like, well, it started off a little aggressive. Better think about your life insurance before you tell your friends that you're through with me. So we started off the second verse with a threat, and the chorus is saying, I'm sorry. So it's just like that. This is the part that I'm talking about, that in this genre of music, sometimes we have these inconsistencies where we're not staying on subject matter or theme, or it feels almost a little bit ADD a little bit, if that makes sense. Like we're not, like, again, if I told you the chorus says, I'm sorry, I'm so sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. You would think that the whole song is about like apologizing and trying to make up and whatever, but we have a wide array of things happening in the song. Again, sonically, I think it sounded really good. Minus like the high pitch on the chorus. I think if there was a little more depth to the voice that was allowed to be brought in, because it just went high. If there was a little more depth to the voice in the chorus, I think it would have actually been better. But again, that's just my opinion based on what I like to hear. So what do I know? I'm just some person. Man, I gotta fix this chair. It's bothering the crap out of me. I haven't sat in my chair much the last couple weeks, so Okay, this will be an interesting one. So this one's called Before Fajr. So that is the first prayer of the day for Muslims. My family's all Muslim, so that's why I know. I personally I am not religious. I do not believe in any of the available religions. So yeah, anyways, that's what this is. I'm very curious to see what this is going to be about. Let's see what we got.
Every day, I can watch lil' bro bring out the red tape. Headaches, I know you say that clip look like his head fake. Every day, lil' bro chase all the odds before the fajr prayer. His ass skate, all around them cars look like hockey players. Every day, Green Bottega boots look like I'm Raphael. Sold the boots to get all the clothes they got, they gon' shut Barney's down. Lil' Threat just had something around his neck, look like a Doc Army's down. Hit a bitch fucked up, everybody relationship, she a Barbie now. Chief Wook, he a real witness, he see me knock niggas' mamas down. I was FaceTime showing they little watch, nigga put that Cardi down. Even when it rain, put it in wet mode to bring that Rari out. We on top killer, I check his temps. Man, what's your body count? I ain't gon' even stunt, these niggas would rather die instead of living. I ain't gon' even stunt, these niggas rather die instead of killing. I ain't gon' even cap, you know I'd rather die than be a witness. I ain't gon' even cap the niggas who rap, I keep niggas out my business. They on go mode, I can't let them niggas trick me out of promo. Yo, little thirsty ass wanna take a picture, show hoes all photo. You ain't gon' die in the trenches at all, bro, I'ma see you a bolo. Before the Calvin Klein, I had a 4-5 tucked in polos. I couldn't believe it, I had left him leaking, ripped his torso. Overslept, I had a warrant right before the court closed.
Did you hear what he said? Before the Calvin Klein, I had a 4-5 tucked in the polos. Okay. I couldn't believe how his ass was leaking, ripped his torso. Yo, like very vivid imagery here. Man, okay.
I'm seeing a bolo. Before the Calvin Klein, I had a 4-5 tucked in polos. I couldn't believe it, I had left him leaking, ripped his torso. Overslept, I had a warrant right before the court closed. I'm so paranoid, I get the blowing before the door closed. Can't have a bitch to come to me, you know that shit a no-no. I know they really hate me now because I'm more famous. He can't even make it out the city, he ain't make no more bangers. Whenever D-Ski beat his murder, he gon' be more dangerous. Had these killers get on the net, you would think it's no more gangsters. I just took 2 Adderall, I don't want the G6. Booney used to sell the dog, he know how to remix. And you want the fit and all the real perks ain't even hidden. I just told the bitch to drink the semen, she keep spitting. He'll still be dead right now, but we ain't get him. He'll still be alive right now, but he ain't get it. I just seen him open pints back to back, he ain't mixing. I just seen him hold his breath, he'll chase you down for 8 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, I can see how people would like this song. Aggressive, violent. Again, there was some pretty vivid imagery. Interesting that the name was before Fajr when it was kind of just like the third line in the song. There was no other reference to it. And really, it just means like it was for him like a clever way to say like early in the morning. Like, so like, you know, in the AMs. Which, you know, cool. But, yeah, I gotta stop thinking. I gotta stop thinking what I thought it was going to be about. Because this was not at all about positivity, moving forward, changing. At all. So once you remove that thought from your head, you can enjoy it more. Because you're not expecting that. Yeah, very interesting name. Again, that it was just chosen to, again, give you this imagery, this vivid imagery of what time it is. Yeah, okay, cool. Now we have War About It, Lil Durk, and 21. 21 Savage. Let's do this. Ooh. Aggressive, hard, menacing beat. I like this a lot. Yes. Solid beat. Okay.
I just sent that boy 2,000. He ain't never post my album. He ain't never shot his gun for me for free. I'm being 1,000. You did what you did. I left you around my kids. I gave you power. I told bro go hit your main ops. Going damn well they ain't ours. I just swapped for blocks from 2-3 of them blocks. Ain't let around off. And them niggas heard they man scream. They gotta turn the
Why'd you bring your cousin around? You know he's a rat. Let's talk about it. Cheese. Okay.
Why you bring your cousin around? You know you're a rat. Let's talk about it. See the biggest hoes, they be the biggest hoes. Let's talk about it. In the city, no, I know too many moles. Go kill a valley. If you ever been involved, you can't talk about it. I seen a killer do an interview. He tell it. Why you ain't never clear that rumor up? You know I'm valid. He ain't respond on Instagram. I know how to go about it. Since he died, just come outside and go to war about him. He say no. I think he let a hoe get him. He say no. I say let's go to war about it. Where he go, you better know the more I get him.
Interesting. Interesting. Is he talking about Rondo? It just made me think of that. What is this? What does Genius say? Let me see what Genius says. Yes, that is exactly what Genius says. Because I didn't click right away, but then when I heard him say no again, and then he like echoed no, and the way he was saying it, it sounded like that clip of Rondo like screaming when his friend got shot up at the gas station area. Oh, that's messed up. That's messed up. But this is something that happens in this genre of music, so not necessarily surprised, but that's where we're at.
Do an interview, he tell it. Why you ain't never clear that rumor up? You know I'm valid. He ain't respond on Instagram. I know how to go about it. Since he died, just come outside and go to war about him. He say no. I think he let a hoe get him. He say no. I say let's go to war about it. Where he go, you better know the more I get him.
That's hard, man. Sorry, Ice. But he's saying like he's screaming no, and I'm saying let's go to war about it. He's saying like we're different, we're not the same. You know, that was your reaction when your people died. My reaction if my people died, or when Vaughn died, was, all right, we're going to war. So he's saying like we're different, we're not the same breed. Hard line.
Knock 'em all down like dominoes. Don't talk on the ground cause we put shit in vanish mode. Last one was easy, he pull up on random hoes. Think you tough, my little niggas got the antidote. Free my nigga Zoo on OTFOL 21. If you catch a murder nigga, keep it to yourself. Oh God. He think he a boxer, now he faint for his breath. I don't care who done seen me, ask my lawyer, I went there. 21. I know a hood bitch will drop your addy for some help. Facts. If we on your bumper, you gon' need more than a prayer. Pussy. Always wearing gloves, we ain't doing nothing better. Pussy. If you ever told her that's the jacket that you wear. Pussy. Fuck it, pass bond, he get out, then he get smacked. Facts. My youngest round striking scats, don't know how to act. 21. Go and ask them niggas, we the reason they run track. 21. Y'all really should be mad at who put batteries in y'all backs. Pussy.
If you ever been
That was a hard line at the end. Y'all really should be mad at whoever put batteries in your back. And so that saying is just about like, make sure you have people around you that are honest and tell you the truth and not just gonna hype you up and charge you up and be like, everything you do, be like, yeah, that's the shit, that's it, that's awesome, blah, blah. So that's what that saying is about. I like that line is hard. Listen, guys, I'm not the biggest fan of 21 Savage. I'm just gonna be honest with you. Maybe there's more things I need to listen to from him, but so far what I've heard from him, it just seems very basic. I haven't been super impressed. If there is something he's done that's super impressive, you guys know what to do. Comment down below, and I would be happy to check it out.
involved, you can't talk about it. I seen a killer do an interview, he tell it. Why you ain't never clear that rumor up, you know I'm valid.
I like the chorus.
He ain't respond on Instagram, I know how to go about it. Since he died, just come outside and go to war about him. He say no, I think he let a hoe get him. He say no, I say let's go to war about it. Where he go, you better know the more I got him. Man, what?
And ending the song on the chorus, so the last lines we hear are those ones. Oh, that's hard, man. That's hard. Oh, that's hard. Damn. to say. Okay. Strong song for sure. Chorus was solid. I'm not a huge fan of 21 Savage. Nothing wrong with his verse. I think it was a very typical 21 Savage verse. So if you like 21 Savage, you're gonna like that one. But for me, like when I listen to a verse like that, it's just so basic. It's almost to me like I enjoyed the ad libs more than the verse. I don't know if you guys feel that way, but that's how I feel about that. You Got 'Em. This is the last track we're gonna do for the first half of the album reaction. We've just crossed an hour, so let's check this out. You Got 'Em, last one for this video. So another thing we're gonna say is the last few songs go straight into like a heavy beat. There's no build up, there's no intro thing. Like it just, a heavy beat drops right away.
Marnie bucket with a jacket to match. Asking bitches where the chemistry at. See your tripping when they visited Max. Taking guns, we ain't giving it back. You ain't fucking, no return to get back. I done told bitches this ain't a finesse. Bro, you a killer, then say it with your chest. Bro, get the clutch and he tripping off eggs. Bitch, you ain't nothing, ain't tripping for sex. I was so deep and I came in her chest. Back to back sex, you know honey the best. I can never ever wear Cardis again.
Oh God. Oh God. Okay. I can honestly say I haven't heard a line that I've heard stomach, guts. I've heard all of those things. I can honestly say I haven't heard a line that says chest. Okay.
Bro, you a killer, then say it with your chest. Bro, get the clutch.
Oh, did he say on? I thought he said in, because he said so deep, and then that line, and I was like, what? Like, you're like impaling at this point. Anyways, I'm getting too far into this. I normally don't talk about these lines, but just...
Fucking no return to get back. I done told bitches this ain't a finesse. Bro, you a killer, then say it with your chest. Bro, get the clutch and he tripping off eggs. Bitch, you ain't nothing, ain't tripping for sex. I was so deep and I came in her chest. Back to back sex, you know honey the best. I can never ever wear Cardis again. Count up for me and my hands were swole. Why you so cocky, your friends is hoes? You got a Porsche, we ain't playing with those. Bitch, I'm the reason the trench is home. Shoot me a text, ain't answer the phone. Them 200 minutes ain't lasting long. Hop in the group with the trenches phone. I'm trying to see what the trench is on. Got him a car again. I told him let's spin and spin and spin again. That was an accident, you need your lashes fixed, bitch, you get in. I done moved fast again, I done brought the car all cash.
What did he say?
Accident, you need your lashes fixed, bitch, you get in.
Was he trying to say esthetician? Esthetician is a person who would work on your... I think they also work on, like, it would be considered anyone who works on, like, your nails or your whatever. But...
Let's spin and spin and spin again. That was an accident, you need your lashes fixed, bitch, you get in.
Oh my God.
I done moved fast again, I done brought the car all cash, I need tents. He hit the percolator for the Percocets, these niggas ain't my friends. Hold up them drugs, you got 'em. Hold up them drugs, hold up. Like, hold up them drugs, you got 'em. Hold up them drugs, you got 'em. Hold up them drugs, you got 'em. Hold up them drugs, hold up. Hold up them drugs, you got 'em. Yeah. Hold up them drugs, you got 'em. Yeah. He off of motion relaxing. He know the customers got him. Serve him, whoa. He like a certain reaction. Why he be taking them capsules? I'm like, whoa. I get a certain reaction. I'm keeping the murderers happy. I'm like, whoa. She know her ass is fatter. She know how that surgery got her. I'm like, whoa. Pussy stinking. She tryna blame her pH balance. I'm like, no. Two things they ain't never seen is one main op and hoes won't go. I'm a dog. Gotta shake the paw. I'll fuck your friend. She won't know. Why you be telling the business? But since you gon' tell, just tell him you be off the coke. Plan B. She be eating pills. I done tricked her to take it. Ain't fucking no more. Brody Cup got lean still. If I take a pill, I'm driving a boat. I was never into abusing women. When I fuck from the back, I be grabbing her throat. Never believe what the blogs be talking about. You know we ain't ducking the smoke. Brody a gremlin, he popped him a fake perk. He said his face hurt. I'm in Miami, you think I'm the fake Durk. It hit in your face first. I miss the purple and yellow together. I feel way better, a Laker. I can't chase her. No, I can't chase her. Hold up them drugs, you got 'em. Hold up them drugs, hold up. Like, hold up them drugs, you got 'em. Hold up them drugs, you got 'em. Hold up them drugs, you got 'em. Hold up them drugs, hold up. Hold up them drugs, you got 'em. Yeah. Hold up them drugs, you got 'em. Yeah.
See, it's tough, right? It's tough because the same criticisms I give are the same things that do make it easier to remember, catchy Because when something is repetitive, it is more catchy. It's going to sink in more, like, you know. So it's tough because it's the same thing that's probably going to make people be able to sing along to it faster or remember it faster. But the repetitive thing, man, like now we have multiple songs on this album that the chorus is literally one line repeated over and 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 over again. And I get it, like the way he's delivering it, the style of delivery, it's catchy. I know. I just find that lazy. For me. Like, do it on one song or two songs, but why are we doing it on so many songs? That's it. Now here's the thing. So far, first half, I think we're doing pretty well. But I can only say that if I remove the expectation I had going into it. If I add that expectation where I was like, oh, it's called Almost Healed, and I listened to the intro even. Oh, the intro's talking about recovering from all these bad things that happen, and, you know, we're trying to get better. To me, it failed. Like, it failed on its mission of what it was trying to accomplish. Because so many songs are, like, not on that topic, right? I don't know. What do you guys think? Again, if we take that expectation out and we're like, okay, we're just listening to these songs for themselves. Yeah, we've had some solid songs in here. We've had some like solid aggressive tracks where the beat set the tone, the delivery was on point, the content, the things that were being described were what they were supposed to be. But again, once you bring that umbrella back of like, oh, we're trying to heal and get better, I just don't feel like that's the vibe I'm receiving when I'm listening to this album. That's my criticism at this point. Who knows? Maybe the second half of the album is where he heals. Possibly. But this is where we're at right now. Sonically, I think there's a lot of good songs on here that sound good. I think there's a couple songs on here that shouldn't have made the cut. And one of those, I have no problem saying this, was Big Dog. That song should not be on this album. I did not like it at all. At all. Anyways, that's where we're at right now. Comment down below. Agree with me, disagree with me, what you think, what you thought. Want to hear. If you're still here, I appreciate you spending your time with me. I hope you have an awesome day, and I'll see you next time.